and went to Europe in slave ships. Those are the Israelites. They came from the west coast of Africa.
So let me ask
So you said those black people that were here, who? Who you talking about?
All right, I'm talking about all of us, man. But I'm
Who?
talking about, all right, because they said in history, because it's our story or their story.
Who
But
are you talking about?
I just said all of us.
All of us who? Who are you talking about?
All black.
Could you narrow it down?
All people this color.
To who? Italian or Indians?
You
Native
wanna say that?
Americans?
If you want to say that.
Those are Israelites.
The Native Americans are black people.
They Israelites.
Okay, but my whole thing is, when they say the Atlantic slave trade, they said 60 million Africans came from the west coast of Africa.
So what's your point?
They also said during the time of slavery, when 60 million Africans left West Africa,
What's your point?
60 million Native Americans died in North America.
What's your point?
But they don't have on the books that it was 120
What book?
million
Who
people.
books? The white man books?
That's the white man's book.
No, this was written by black
No.
men.
So you telling me William Shakespeare didn't write songs?
No.
You're lying. You're lying. All right, but
Shakespeare was a black man. Shakespeare was a black
So you
man.
told me before, no, he was not.
Yes, he was.
Mozart and Beethoven was, but not Shakespeare.
Shakespeare was a black
He was
man.
not.
Nobody could write those plays. Nobody could write those plays but a black man.
We're kind of divvying off the point. We're divvying
That's
off
my
the point.
thing. Like, I think
Hold on, you have Google, right? You have Google. Can I see this one real quick? Can I see this one? Because we can break stuff down all the time. Because when you talk about Israelites and all that, you have to start with Egypt. You have to, because the first book written in the Bible ever was Exodus. I'm not talking about the first book in order.
Was there a nation before Egypt?
Of course there was.
What?
You talking Kush? You talking Sudan? Even in the
So why
Bible-
you stop at Egypt?
No, because I said when you talk about Israelites, you have to start with Egypt.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
all right, question.
Yes, you do.
So,
Hold on. I apologize. Because didn't Moses come here to save the Hebrews and the Israelites? And once you go back to Egypt and prove that there was no Moses, you can prove that there's no Israelites. Because you can prove on the walls that there is no Moses. There is no Moses ever in history. If you tell me this, Moses split the Red Sea.
You know, I could prove that you're not here right now. You dead.
Yeah.
I can prove that too.
Then great.
We're all.
You got a question?
Yeah, my question is, so-
That's all it is.
we all came from Africa, right?
No, that's not true.
People this color, like, right?
What time in history are you talking about? Galatians
That's why I don't do it with Christians.
Galatians 4:26. We don't all
Israelites came
come.
from you know how big Israelites came from Egypt, right?
No,
Where they come from?
it came from Noah's son, Shem.
Shem. Africa, the continent, right?
Not the continent. No, from the Levant,
What's that?
Mesopotamia.
Oh, I don't know. What is that?
Mesopotamia is where current Iraq is, the land of Chaldees,
Where is that?
where Iraq is currently today. Iraq. That's where we come from. That's where Abraham came from.
That's not where I'm from.
That's where. Yeah, you are. You just don't
How
know
you
it.
know?
Because you just don't know it. Read the script.
So how you know I'm not from Africa?
Read this.
This is Galatians 4:26. It says, "But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is mother of us all."
This is what the scripture said. The scripture said that Egypt is the Israel is the motherland, not Africa. That's what it just said. Read it again.
This is Galatians chapter 4, verse 26. It says, "But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all."
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's the thing that we're trying to convey to you. We don't know, but we do know. That's
So,
what we're trying to
It's
tell
my
you.
thing. Y'all got the story that y'all could convince me to go this way. Somebody else, because another religion, tell me their story. I can choose whatever I want. If I choose y'all go say I'm right. If I choose them, they go say I'm right. If I choose this religion, they go say I'm right. So,
But you know what validates the Bible? Prophecy. No other book on the earth, for example, the book that the Gypsies use, they don't have prophecy in it. They can't tell you something that's going to happen before it, and then you come in present day time and prophecy comes past. They can't tell you that. Only the Bible has that. That's why one of the
so
questions.
why would God make the world, play these games to end the world? Why? Does that make sense? Why do you even create us if you go make us and kill us all?
Who said the Most High is going to kill us all?
I mean, The world's going to end one day, right?
No, the world is not going to end.
It's never going to end.
The scripture says that the earth abideth forever. Now, here's an age.
I'm talking about, like, as far as humans.
And the Most High never said that in the scripture.
So that's just
That's doctrine of man. Now, what is going to happen in the scriptures is that this age that we're living in, the white man's rulership, is going to be destroyed. And the way it's going to be destroyed is by the upcoming war in World War III. Because in the midst of World War III, America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire.
So
That's
World War III is going to be here in America.
Yeah, World War III is going to happen over there in the Middle East, in Iraq
It's happening
area.
now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're trying to tell you. But in the climax of that war, these other countries is going to shoot thermonuclear missiles upon America, and that's in the scriptures. You know, that's what validates this book because this was prophesied with ICBM missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles. It was prophesied that it was going to be shot off 2,000 years before it even happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's what validates this book is prophecy that no other book has. You know?
And that's what we read to you earlier too, when the book said that we were going to be sold into Egypt again. Pretty much, we were going to be sold into bondage again. That's a prophecy that was written 2,000 years or plus. You know, but yeah, more than that. You know, longer than that. Before we actually came over here and was put on cargo slave ships and was sold into bondage. That was already written down. You know what I'm saying? But I had a precept to back you up. Yeah, so the brother was talking about thermonuclear missiles and how that's written in the scriptures. You know, so this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 13. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." You see that? Ends of the world. Exactly. So there's no regular bow and arrow that can actually be shot to the end of the world. You know, but when the prophets seen those visions back then, that's the closest thing they could compare it to, because they can have the terminology such as ICBM missile back during the time that they was writing this. You know what I'm saying? So they use whatever they use whatever in their time to best describe it. You know, but you want to say something? Yeah, can you read that? Yeah, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 13. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world."
Yeah, because it's talking about a missile traveling to one end of the earth to another, not actually the end of the world. I noticed that you said that. And those arrows that the brother was going into is ICBM missiles, because regular arrows don't do that. And you know, these are the prophets of old, you know. So they was using the best terminology they can, instruments of war, to describe instruments of war that they're using today. You know, that's why it mentioned arrows.
So when you hear everybody talking about the end of the world, what world are they talking about? Really, in the scriptures, it describes the end of the world as the end of this society. And that's when the Most High, our God, is going to put us in rulership.
New society. And American society, like it's different societies, right?
And Esau's rulership in general, because who's governing the earth right now?
America.
Huh?
I don't know.
What? You know, man.
Who's governing the world?
Who is in control of the earth right now?
Like what?
Nationality.
What nationality?
Exactly.
So God is going to end their rulership. You know, He's going to take them.
So where do white people come from?
They come from Esau.
Where is it?
It's in the scripture.
It's in Genesis. I got you.
I mean, like where though? Like where on the?
Huh?
Like where is? You said Esau?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
So Esau comes from a man named Jacob. So like Esau.
So that's not a place?
No. Esau comes from Isaac. Isaac had two sons. He had Jacob and he had Esau, which they were twin brothers. You know, and we can just read it. We can just read it.
I appreciate it, but I gotta stop at this store.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll just give a brief explanation. So Esau comes from Isaac, which Isaac comes from, you know who? Abraham. That's who the covenant was passed. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So pretty much, Esau was supposed to get the blessing because he was the firstborn. That was a custom of back then. in the ancient world, the firstborn would get the blessing or would get the covenant. But if you read the book of Genesis, the 25th chapter, it tells you how he sold his birthright to Jacob, his brother. You know, and which is our forefather, and that's why we have the blessing right now. That's why we're the children of Israel. You know, because that covenant got passed to us. So that's pretty much the story of Jacob and Esau, which, if you want to look at it on simpler terms, I guess you could say so-called black man, so-called white man. You know, Esau was the first so-called white man. So pretty much like that.
That's my thing. This religion y'all talking about Israelites, created black people, or people our color, right? You know, right?
It's not about that.
But y'all said like African American people. Y'all said Israelites. Everybody's not an Israelite. Mm-hmm. So who's the other people God?
You said who's the other people what?
Who do they supposed to believe in if they not Israelites? Israelites for Israelites. Like this religion for Israelites, right?
Right.
So if there is a white person, what is their religion?
All the other nations had their gods. The Creator gave them their gods. They had their Baal. They had their Kimash. They had their Allah. The other nations had them.
Other religions is real too. It's more than one God.
No, it's only one God, and it's the God of Israel.
So if they don't believe in Israelite,
they're heathen. They're heathen. They're heathen. They have no God.
They don't have
Israel
no
is the only nation that has a God, a true power.
That's right.
So if I was born white, then I should be living life.
You be a slave, because that's what's coming to you. If you was a Arab, you have slavery coming in. If you was an African slavery is coming to them. If you're Chinese, Japanese, Hawaiian, you're going to be a slave in our kingdom.
That's right.
Who the world called Jesus, his real name is Yahweh Shai. His kingdom, everyone's going to be slave under the Israelites. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yo, if you want to hear more, we got a website that you could check out. You could go to the realHebrewIsraelites.com. The realHebrewIsraelites.com. All right. Check out that website, man. Get more into your book. This is your book. This is your family's history.
How you know it's my book? This color, my skin color?
No. By your spirit. We already read the scripture to you.
So just because they all ran into me and we talking.
No, it's your spirit.
So if it was a white, if I was white, y'all still be saying that?
Job 9 and 24.
Answer that question. Just answer.
I'm gonna have you the scripture
without reading the book.
No, you can't. The book is our foundation.
Say
Job 9 and 24.
This is Job.
I'm there. There's Job 9 verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Like you said, that the earth is run by the white man. Mm-hmm. The wicked is the white man. Right. So if you was a white man, you would be wicked. Matter of fact, you wouldn't even stop. You would have kept walking. That's the way it is. Go ahead. Just be glad you're on the good side.
That's right.
you know how is the good guy and the bad guy? We're the good guys. All the other nations are the bad guys. That's the way he created you.
So y'all feel like this. I see why y'all saying this, but a white person is still the same way.
They don't. They can't.
They won't.
They can't. They can't. They can't feel this way.
But they do.
They can't feel this way. Truthfully, everyone lies. Read it. Continue on.
Yeah, come. It says he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
The top judge is Jesus, who we call Yahweh Shai, his real name in the Hebrew. They covered up his face by painting him white. In Brazil, you remember the Olympics when they had that big statue of Jesus? He's white. They cover up his real image, which is a dark-skinned man, according to the scriptures.
Right.
Only the wicked would do that. Only the wicked would do that.
Can I read this last one? I just wanted to end with this. There's Joel 2 verse 27. It says, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed. And that's just the point right there, because we don't worry about the other nations. We know that the other nations are supposed to be under us. So the Most High said He deals with us. He deals with us as a nation, as a whole, like personally.
That's right.
And that's why He said He's the Lord your God, and none else.
So he doesn't care about the other nations. And when the scriptures say, "Be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is," so he's supposed to be just like the Most High. So, but we're supposed to strive. That's why we don't care about that.
Why you gonna create us to do that? I don't get it.
Do you ask them in your prayers?
Huh?
Do you ask that question in your prayers?
I pray, but I don't know who I'm praying to. Because I know it's a higher power, but
What's the name of the website?
Hebrew.
The Real Hebrew Israelites.com.
Alright.
The Real Hebrew Israelites.com. Check it out.
I got y'all.
Shalom. Y'all want to finish up?
Yeah, what's it called? We're gonna
Just a summary of what happened today. Even that nigga.
Yeah, Khan, chill out. Go ahead.
Now, I was just gonna say, just trying to edify our people to the best of our ability through the Spirit, and then you had, like the scriptures say, then cometh the wicked one, and try to sow that which was Salaki, try to take away which was sown in his heart.
Sure. Yeah. Come on. Can I bring this out? There's Matthew 13. This is what the brother wanted me to bring out. Matthew 13, verse, I start at 18. It says, "Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower," right? It says, "When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom, right, and understand it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is which receive seed by the wayside." And that's basically what the brother was going into, because that's always, that's how Satan tries to get him out. Because who knows, the brother may have been sincere, because he has those sincere questions, the same questions that we are developing when we are younger in the faith. But it's all the Most High's will. He may not be one of the elect, but we did our job.
Yeah, blood is off our hands, man. That's what we ought to do, man. You had important words, bro. Okay, so with that, we like to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation and peace and blessing to all you sincere brothers. Shalom.